What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA, and you know what? Quiet as kept. I kind of saw this thing coming in this direction. As soon as James Gunn took over, I kind of saw this one coming, okay? Because look, James Gunn, it's like he's getting millions, okay? You know this guy's getting paid very, very well to come out here and be the head of DC Studios, okay? He's getting paid a lot of money, as is Peter Safran, all right? So if they don't bring it, okay, and I mean, you saw what happened with Wonder Woman 84, okay? We all saw what happened with Wonder Woman 84. James Gunn probably was like, nah, we're not going in that direction. No. Patty, you better come with something real legit, okay? Especially when I'm taking over and my ass is on the line. You better come with something absolutely legit. And if you don't come with something legit, yeah, you know what's going to happen, and it happened. Wonder Woman 3 not moving forward as DC movies hit a turning point. So, yeah, this is from the Hollywood Reporter and exclusive. New DC studio heads James Gunn and Peter Safran are in the final stages of prepping their multi-year plan ahead of next week's pivotal presentation to Warner Brothers Discover CEO David Zaslav. So this dropped just about an hour ago. Let's go ahead and jump into this. Call it a DC Rebirth or DC Genesis. Call it Identity Crisis, Flashpoint. These titles of past DC comic events aptly describe the state of Warner Brothers DC movies, which are on the cusp of a new era, but not before a potentially messy transition period. So basically they're saying, James Gunn, Peter Safran, basically they're trying to guide superhero movies for the next half decade and beyond. And they said they recently flew back to LA from Aspen, Colorado, where they were in deep planning, basically saying, hey, what are we going to do? Okay. What's the new way forward? What characters are we going to be bringing in? What's the overarching story that we're going to be trying to tell? They're kind of putting this all together. And, basically they're saying, yeah, we're going to start listening to all the different pitches and hearing everybody come in. If you got something that you're going to add, all of our heavy hitter directors, come on in, let's sit down and let's talk about it, right? But they said at least one path not being taken has also been revealed. Multiple sources tell the Hollywood Reporter that Patty Jenkins' Wonder Woman 3 is not moving forward and is considered dead in its current incarnation. Look, man, anybody that saw Wonder Woman 84 knows that thing was just an absolute train wreck of a film, okay? All right? So Patty Jenkins, you can say whatever you want to say, nice lady, whatever, I don't care. That movie was trash, garbage, basura. All right. So there's no way in the world that they were going to allow this thing to go forward, especially with her. She would have had to come with just something, just slam dunk, touchdown, knocks it out of the park. She would have had to come with something just objectively amazing in order for her to get a second chance. Okay. Because James Gunn saw that Wonder Woman 84 and it was like, oh my God, man, what the heck? All right, nah, we going in a completely different direction, all right? Sources say Jenkins submitted her treatment co-written with Jeff Johns. That was your first mistake. I never would have wrote anything with Jeff Johns. I probably would have went backwards and said, hey, maybe find somebody that really know. Maybe go to James himself and say, hey, James, what ideas do you have? All right, and he would have just said, if I need to give you ideas, I'm going to do it myself. Get up out of here. Gunn and Safran, as well as Warner Brothers co-chairs Michael DeLuca and Pamela Abdy, broke the news to the filmmaker, telling her that her project, as it stood, did not fit with the new but still unfolding plan. So it says as it stood, which makes you think, okay, are they giving her another opportunity to say, go back to the drawing board and see what else you got, all right? But as you're submitting this nonsense to it, no, we're not going with this, okay? Whatever you gave us, no, we're not doing that, all right? And they're probably starting to look right now for other ideas of what to do with Wonder Woman, okay? Now, the question I have really becomes about Gal Gadot at this point, right? Is she going to be Wonder Woman going forward? Because she came out with this very interesting tweet, and I'm sure a lot of you saw this, where she said, a few years ago, it was announced that I was going to play Wonder Woman. I've been so grateful for the opportunity to play such an incredible, iconic character. And more than anything, I'm grateful for you, the fans. Can't wait to share her next chapter with you. Okay, so this is kind of weird. It's like, all right, she just came out of the blue with this, Like, where is that coming from, okay? I mean, it was just yesterday, actually, as a matter of fact. It was only yesterday that she brought this whole little thing up. So, yeah, the news had dropped. She obviously knew what was going on. And maybe the idea is that Patty is out, all right? But they're going to keep Gal Gadot in, and I think that's a smart move, okay? I think Gal Gadot does a fine job as Wonder Woman. Okay. Yeah, her acting isn't the greatest thing in the world, all right? But she's easy on the eye. She's tall. She's athletic. She plays the part very, very well. I don't have a problem with Gal Gadot staying. She just probably needs to get a better director or a better story around the character and move forward with that, all right? It says, well, costs aren't a factor in this case. They said they will not have any overburdensome financial restrictions, but the studio could save tens of millions of dollars by not making a third installment. Gadot, according to sources, was on track to make $20 million for Wonder Woman 3, while Jenkins would have received $12 million. Those figures don't include any possible back-end bonuses. So yeah, there's a possibility that they could move forward, say, hey, let's go get a different Wonder Woman, okay? But if you're using Cavill as Superman already, and you already got so many other members of the old regime kind of playing into the new universe, I'm pretty sure James Gunn's not going to get rid of any of those Suicide Squad guys that he's got, and that's already kind of built in. You just got to keep as many actors as you can at this point. No reason to really get rid of Gal Gadot. She's fine, like I said, easy on the eyes, does the job well. So let's go ahead and just keep her. Find a better writer and a better director. Done. Okay? That's all you got to do. Somebody that actually has some ideas. Of course, it says, yeah, Warner's had no comment. Yeah, they ain't going to say nothing about that. So here it says, yeah, they're unsure about any future Wonder Woman movie with Gadot's portrayal of the hero, obviously. And then this was the tweet that they were talking about, saying that she can't wait to share the next chapter. It kind of makes me think that she's going to be in this thing. She knows what's up. And they probably have already assured her, yeah, you're sticking around. We're just getting rid of these bad ideas. So then they go over all the possible little scenarios and rumors. Like the first one, they say, yeah, shuttering Jenkins Wonder Woman 3 is the closing of the curtain of the Snyderverse, right? That's true. That could be absolutely where they're going. There's talk about Aquaman, Jason Momoa getting the boot because they're going to actually recast him as Lobo. Okay, so there's that. Now, like if they can recast Jason Momoa as Lobo, if you hear something about that, yeah, the Snyderverse is dead. Now, these characters are to come into play with the Flash. Obviously, the Flash is coming up. And, they bumped up the release date, of course, June 16. Cavill shot his part in the cameo in September. So I don't think they're just completely getting rid of the Snyderverse. It would be a lot to undo, a lot to unravel if they're just going to say brand new Superman, brand new Trinity, brand new everybody. Like, I don't see that. I don't see that. I do, however, think if they do decide to bring back Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, she's going to be a completely different feeling character, okay, than the one we saw in Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 84. I think they're going to completely go in a completely different direction, probably make her more of that Amazonian warrior, that hardcore warrior instead of that softer side. I want to see that type of Wonder Woman personally myself as a DC guy. They're saying also unlikely is the Black Adam sequel. Despite the hype surrounding the movie, it only grossed $385 million worldwide, which cost $190 million to produce. So it lost money, okay? It lost money in the box office. It will be considered lucky to break even with the revenue that it's going to get from all the other stuff that, the VODs and everything. They're saying that basically it's going to be lucky to break even at that point, So it doesn't make sense in the monetary sense to bring out Black Adam unless they have something very interesting to do with it. A Superman versus Black Adam film would be interesting. I'd definitely be down to see that. Will they do that? How will they pull it off within the machinations of their upcoming schedule lineup of films? What are they going to do? How's it going to fit into the universe that James Gunn is building? Who knows? But anyway, folks, this is what happens when you hire people that don't really love the franchise, that don't really love the character the way that you need them to love the character in order to pull off a great and amazing film, okay? Patty Jenkins and Wonder Woman 84, I don't know what the hell that was. I don't know what made this woman think that that was going to be something that fans wanted to watch, okay? So she was already coming in with baggage, in my opinion. She was already coming in with a big, heavy bag tagged around her neck, all right? And she would have really had to do something just utterly amazing that made James Gunn and Peter Safran just go, okay, we can definitely use this. Let's go ahead and reshape what it is that we're trying to do. But basically, she was coming in, I guarantee you, she had to kind of fit in to what they had already been cooking up in their brains. And whatever she was talking about, nah, that ain't going to work over here, okay? So yeah, you can go on back over there and get back with whatever else you was doing. Man, Patty Jenkins right now is looking like just, like, Rogue Squadron ain't coming out, okay? Now this Wonder Woman 3 is dead, okay? I don't know what this Cleopatra movie is going to look like, but yeah, she's not looking too hot. Based on that last film that she did, Yikes, man. That might have just been a huge mistake that torpedoed her career. But anyway, folks, what do you think about this situation with Wonder Woman dead and done? I'm actually kind of happy to see that Wonder Woman's going to be going in a completely different direction with hopefully a new writer, hopefully a new director. Keep Gal Gadot is fine, but get Wonder Woman going in the right direction. I think that's a positive thing. Anyway, go ahead, get down in the comments. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. See you next time.